Hi, my name is Ricky, and this is my data science presentation on League of Legends data. So for my first question, I asked, can we predict who wins a game based on vision scores and crowd control? Vision scores are basically a measurement of what you can see on the map, and then crowd control is a measurement of how much you impair the enemy team. So these are both statistics, in-game statistics that are measured. For this question, I wanted to use logistic regression. I used k-fold cross-validation, and I z-scored my variables. I z-scored them because the variables are on different scales. So here's my data. My average accuracy score was 52.5%, which is decent. My confusion matrix was okay. The bottom left number is a little high in comparison with the top right number, but other than that, it's decent. These are my box plots that I made. They compare vision score and wins, and then the other one compares crowd control and wins. So looking at this first one, the difference is pretty slight. You can see that there's more outliers up here towards the top of the graph for winning teams, which is interesting. For crowd control, the opposite's kind of true. There's more outliers on the losing team. So I'd say crowd control is less of a factor for winning or losing situations. But to answer the question, I'd say it's hard to predict who will win a game only based on crowd control and vision scores. So my second question was, does champion points affect how many kills someone gets in a game? And champion points is a measurement of how much experience someone has on a champion. So the more they play a champion, the more points they get. And for this question, I used expectation maximization with Gaussian mixtures, silhouette score to measure my accuracy, and then I z-scored my variables. So the silhouette score I got was 30.9%, which is okay, it's below average. Looking at the scatter plot I made, it does have low cohesion and low separation. But what's interesting here is the amount of range in the second cluster, which I identified as novice. And looking at the ranges for amateur and expert, they are lower. And I also made a box plot. It kind of shows the same relationship where novice players do have higher kills than amateurs and experts. So for the question itself, I'd say champion points definitely does affect how many kills someone gets. So my last question was, objective kills help us predict if someone will win a game. And an objective kill can mean a lot of things. There's a lot of so there's like tower kills, dragon kills, baron kills, rift kills. These can all be objective kills. So I use a lot of methods just because there's like a lot of variables and kind of a lot happening here. I use lasso, PCA, logistic regression, and I train test split my variables, and I used an accuracy score to see how accurate my logistic regression was. So coming down here. So okay, I also outputted the mean absolute error of my train and test after using lasso, and the scores are pretty similar, meaning the model is scalable towards more general data. And this was my scree plot, and this is really interesting because it says that the first variable accounts for about like 98% of the data. So this is my accuracy score, which is 95%. So I also box plotted tower kills and then related them with wins and losses just to see the difference between losing and winning teams. And the difference for all these objective kills is pretty significant between winning and losing teams, which kind of explains how the accuracy score is so high. because a lot of League of Legends is based off objective kills. This one's a little different. Rift kills um, aren't as important and in predicting who wins or not. So yeah, I'd say my model is pretty strong, and you can predict who will win a game based on objective kills. Thank you for watching my presentation, and have a good day.